And that works. Got a makerbot2x today. This is the unboxing. This is a Mountain Dew. This is the hood for the 2X. Nice. Rough get-go. Like there's a what's in the box thing. And well, let's see. Looks like it comes with an SD card with it, with a bunch of test objects to play with. Read other side before starting. Comes with spool, guide tube, spool holders, handle and bolts, SD card, hex wrenches, grease, support card, power supply cable, USB cable, tape applicator, and Kapton tape sheets. Follow the steps on the other side of this page. Read other side before starting. Follow the steps on it. It's a never-ending loop. I don't know where to go with it. Number 1, open box. No shit, right? Be careful of the gantry. I'm going to put this on the floor before we unplug it. Oh, nice. Let's see how the hell you're supposed to lift this out without wrecking something. There ain't nothing to put together here. This is a 2-man lift. No, don't lift by that, that's plastic. Don't want to lift by the rods, that'll wreck something. Not a handle, do not lift, do not twist. Cord on the very top of it. Well, here we go. Tip it up. There we go. Take out the things in the bottom. So there's a whole box full of stuff on the very bottom of it. Keeping everything in case I gotta send it back. And the box full of stuff. Where you at here? Don't lift it by this handle. You won't break it. Grab that cardboard, you can slide it around there. Well, there it is. makerbot2x, replicator 2x. Got this protective plastic on the lid that access there. Let's see. Yep. LCD control panel, SD card right here. Double extrusion heads. That's neat. Windows all over. I gotta put some pretty lights in. Yeah. Nice. Back side of it. I don't know where I'm gonna put this thing. Alright, what's next? Put zip ties and remove gantry clip. Zip ties here. And then the inside, there's a clip right there that keeps the rod's space nice during shipping. I wish you had a pair of scissors, huh? Zip tie, come down. Nice. Keeping everything. And there we go. Little box of stuff. Jeez. Alright, first off, there's a relatively beefy power supply here. Turn that down. Iron Maiden's over. What's in here? Jeez. 24 volts and 9 amps. Holy crap. 220 watt power supply, give or take. 24 times 9 is 48 times 4, 9600. Yeah, 220 watts. It's a beefy power supply. What else we got? Filament tubes that go from each of the spools down to the extruders. I think the spool is mounted on the back. Not sure. Figure it out when we get there. What's in here? Ah, spool. There's a filament spool. ABS natural. And you can see the color there. Cheapest spool of stuff they had. It was on sale. So I decided to go ahead and get 3 of them off the get-go. Better be 3 in here. I don't see three. Alright, now I'm pissed. Or three spools of that stuff. There better be another box coming. There ain't nothing in there. It's capped on tape. This thing's got a heated bed in there, so the projects stay where they're supposed to be when you're printing them. And it's capped on is kind of like an insulation type stuff. I don't even know if you call it an insulation. Oh goody, 2 books, troubleshooting, maintenance, and user's manual. Kind of nice. So sometimes you get something and it's all on the CD. I'm tired of stuff on the CD. I want dead tree versions. What do you got here? Looks like a spool holder to me. Yeah, that's a spool holder. 2 spool holders. And again, there better be a couple other spools coming to me here. Business card. Some synthetic grease with PTFE with Teflon. Allen wrenches. Bunch of Allen wrenches. Specific USB cable. Like everybody ain't got enough of those. You must have 100 USB cables laying around here of various types. Okay, I must have 1,000 various USB or various cables in general laying around here. Got a whole drawer full of them. Actually, a whole kitchen cabinet over there full of them. Just cables upon cables. Ooh, a handle. What they buy me. What do the instructions say? Follow the instructions. Install handle. Really? Didn't tell you anything about pulling the protective plastic off here, did it? They forgot to put the protective plastic on before they put the before they screwed the hinges in. The plastic was down here. Morons. I don't know if I can call them morons. Tell me there's something stupid Torx bit. No, actually number 2 Phillips. How about that? Should I have my goggles on? I don't think so. What are these goggles you speak of? Okay, that doesn't quite snap back like I'd like to see it snap back. Kind of hangs out there a little bit. Maybe I'll punch a hole in there and put a spring-loaded jobby on it. Technical term. Now what are you supposed to do? Add the spool holders and guide tubes. Spool holders on the back. One thing about this Kapton tape, you got to keep it clean. It is not clean at the moment. Through the box holder. Spool holders. There they go. Wings upwards. Oh, that's it? You just kind of hang there? Yeah, apparently. Add spool holders and guide tubes. Those guide tubes go. Guide tube goes right here. Okay. Guide tube goes in through the extruder. 2 holes in the top of the extruders. It gets kind of clipped right about here. This is not brain surgery. Add spool to the right side. If they don't tell you it's the right side, looking at it from the front, not looking at it from the back. I was about to put it on the right side, looking at it from the back. And you feed this so it goes up the tube from this side. This stuff looks just like a weed whacker string. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I rewind my own weed whacker spools. Bet you there's a million clowns out there that buy spools pre-wound. Takes 3 minutes out of your life to wind a new spool. But people ain't that bright in general. Plug-in cable and power supply. All right. And I'm going to go through and make a print. Just keep recording here and see what happens. Well, in theory, I'm going to end those. Plug in power cable and yeah. Power cable is plugged in the back and the bottom. Easy enough. Okay, I can't figure that out. Better hang it up. Standard HP type plug. Plug it back. Goes that. Switch on. It is on. Alright, thing's apparently got a buzzer on it. Or a beeper. Piezo transducer of some sort. Follow directions on LCD panel. There's a red M to get started. See that? That's an M. Blinking M means I'm waiting, and will continue when you press the button. Alright. Solid M means I'm working. I'll update my status when I'm finished. Yay. Next steps, get set up. First we'll restore my build platform. Yay. So it's nice and level, probably a bit off from shipping. Hey, things moving. How about that? Whoa, hello. I forgot to take out the clip. Take out the clip. Hope it didn't hurt nothing. Nice. See the platform moving. Tighten each of the 3 knobs under the build platform about 4 turns. Now, which way is tightening? I know which way tightening is. Is it the same way as here, or what? Half, 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4. Each of the 3 knobs. Oh, there's only 3. Okay. 1, half, 2, half, 3, So farther it go. 1, half, 2, half, 3, half, 4. Well, that doesn't make much sense. I'm going to move the extruder around some different points so you can check height at each point. Loosen the specific knob until the nozzle almost touches the build platform. The nozzle is at the right height, and a thin piece of paper will slide between the nozzle and the build plate with some friction. Can we have a piece of paper? Let's see what happens. Yep, he's waiting. Adjust the rear knob until paper slides between nozzle and plate. Oh, I see. Okay, you tighten them up to gain clearance. You loosen them up to tighten up the clearance. Okay. There we go. So I'm loosening it up while I'm jacking this piece of paper around. Oh. You know, this is where they get all touchy-feely. And I can pull it, and I can barely push the paper back without it, I don't know what the word for it is, without it folding over on itself. So I'm going to go with that for the other ones too. Front right knob, same thing. I'm going to go with that theory. I can pull the paper, but I can't push it. Yeah. There's not a lot of space between being able to pull the paper or being able to pull the paper through there with tension on it and not being able to push it. Kind of touchy. Okay, now it's going to go back and recheck all 3 places. As you move one, it's going to adjust the next one, or it's going to move the other 2. So, clockwise here, back counterclockwise. I might have it set too tight there. It's got to be a better way to check this. We'll go with that. Go with a little less friction. Good enough. Okay, please wait. Paper should just slide between nozzle and plate. That might mean that you ain't got to loosen it up. That might be what it is.
You're gonna moisten it up to
fit the paper in there. God damn, that's what I was trying to say. English. Let's go with it. No, I can get the paper in there without jacking with it, so I'll call it good. There's a piece of Kapton tape already on there. I was wondering about that, if I got to put some on there or not. But there's a piece on there already. And eventually it's going to get chewed up, which is why they sent you 3 more. That Kapton paper tape stuff ain't cheap. Okay, does my nozzle height check out? My height is good, and let's try again. I think it's good. Load some filament. I'm heating up the right extruder so we can load filament. Be careful, the nozzle will get hot. While I'm heating, remove the filament tube from the extruder block. Feed the filament from the spool through the tube until it pops out the front. When the filament is ready, press M to continue. Okay, extruder's heating. I don't know how long this takes. I don't even know if you can see that. It's kind of blinking and the graph going across. Ah, you ain't gonna be able to see it. This is a Logitech webcam. Sitting on top of a chair, sitting on my desk to get a halfway decent angle. Let's go over it. Yeah. All kinds of Allen screws. You know, I probably should have went through and made sure everything was tight. Not everything was tight. Everything probably ain't gonna be tight, but yeah, you know. I'm putting a half turn on each one of these things so far. But the thing had some stuff in the extruders or the nozzles. So I'm assuming they tested this before they shipped it out. And the amount of money you pay for it, they better have. Tighten these. All kinds of little ones here. Yeah, those are all tight. Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's even got lights in it. Alrighty. Okay, those took just a skosh bit of tightening. Oh, even RGB, they change color when stuff's going on. Okay. I'm ready. Now I'll load the right extruder. Push the filament in until you feel the motor tug it in. It takes a little bit here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's extruding some stuff. It's green, but it is extruding. Dang it. I had it and then I lost it. I think it's pulling on it, but I can't tell. Yeah, I didn't say anything about flipping that knob over. Alright, so it is extruding. It's getting some goobers going out here. When filament is being extruded, press M to stop. Yes, it did. Alright. Now you can see how thin that is. Thinner than a human hair. No, who cares how thin a human hair is? Small stuff though. There's awesome. We'll go to the SD card menu and you can select them out all. What model should I make here? Chain lengths 12 minutes, comb 14, Mr. Jaws 18, nut and bolt 6, 26. Jeez. Well, let's see. I can go to nut and bolt. Stretchy bracelet, Mr. Jaws, 18 minutes. You know what? We'll go with Mr. Jaws. Yeah. It says it's going to take 18 minutes to extrude it. Wait a minute. Okay. Traffic cone. Stretchlet. Pet monster. No, yeah, right. Pendant. Oh, that's a dual extruder. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go with Mr. Jaws. Let's see what happens. I didn't put the hood on. I'll put that in the rest of the way. That's alright. See, so I guess I can put that in the rest of the way. Nozzle. Or, yeah, guide tube. I could put the heat on. For the hood. He's got no bolts for mounting it on. You gotta shut the door too. So from what I've been reading, you want to keep air currents down. That's probably why they put the hood on there. Alright, the hood is just a set fit. And I still don't like that. If I'm loosening up the hinges a tad and then retighten with the door down. And it says it's heating the extruder, so loosen these hinges up with the door down. Just loosen them up a tad. Well, they got nuts on the back of those. That's what she said. Alright, that ain't gonna cut it. Yep. Yeah, I put some spring-loaded jobby on there. And yeah. try this real quick. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, just need to adjust those a little bit. All right. Let's set that up. Yeah. So the door might need a little hinge adjusting here. Let's see how that works. Nope. Down yet. There we go. You'll adjust the door before you fire it up. There we go. Extruder's heating up. Limit switch. Limit switch. Now, since this is a printer, homing the head really doesn't matter much. Yeah. So it's almost heated up. Platform is shooting for 110 degrees Celsius and it's at 89. Small heat. There we go. I've read that you kind of want to, if you see crap hanging out of your extruders, you want to grab that stuff like I just did and pull it off there. So I'm printing Mr. Jaws. Well, where is my other? There better be more spools coming. That's all there is to it. Oh, there's a USB back there. Okay. It's a desktop printer, and I almost got enough room on my desktop to print with it. On my desktop. That ain't wanting to sit in here very good. Alright. What are we doing here? 106 out of 110 degrees. Nope, here it goes. It's be homing now. I don't know. No, it's printing something. Oh, right. Well, how about that? It bounces around a lot. You probably want to put it on some rubber feet or something like that. Huh. Neat. Well, I'm not going to stand here the whole time and watch it. I might kick. That's 41 minutes so far. Now it's got a whole percentage counter here going on. 8 minutes left. It says 10%. Nice. Oh, while that's doing that, I'm going to box up all the carnage. I'm keeping everything. Hey, this thing could go up in smoke here in a bit. Could, but it won't. It's capped on tape, paper. Put that. Keep it here. Capped on tape in here. Just, with all the rest of it for this. Grease. No USB cable. Oh yeah. I mean, this is just a test print, a little trinket. Give it to the kid, let him swallow it. Well, now it says 11 minutes left, 31%. Or is that 11 minutes elapsed time? 12 minutes, and that's going up. I'll check it again in 2 minutes and see if it says 15 minutes. 3 minutes, see if it says 15. Wow. The book is about 110 pages of dead tree. Troubleshooting and maintenance is 38 pages of dead tree. Looks like you got to use a FAT16 SD card, which means you got to use 2 gig or less. So I know I got a 4 gig SD card, but it's old school, and it can be formatted FAT16. But generally, your 4 gig SD cards cannot be formatted FAT16. You got to be formatted FAT32. So I'll just go with the 2 gig or smaller. I don't think 2 gig can be formatted FAT32 or NTFS. But regardless, and practically everybody's got a bunch of less than 2 gig SD cards laying around. I know I got a bunch of them. Save that box. No one's got to go somewhere. Yeah, it even says 3 each filaments. I only got 1. Yeah. Time to fire an email off to, what's his name? Redis, I think his name is. Let's see. Yeah, that must be a lapse time on there. I thought it was time to go, or how much time there was left in the print. But it's 58%. And it's getting somewhere. It looks pretty damn good. This plastic here kind of distorts the view of it, but look to the side then. Yeah, RGB LEDs up there. I'm gonna turn the lights off. Ooh, nice. You know, I thought this thing, it's a 3D print. You know, which means it's got height as well as length and width. And I didn't think about that yet, but yeah, the inside isn't completely filled. It's open space. It's like I don't know. It's like a grid inside. So I mean, that's only just smart. You know, you don't waste all that filament trying to fill it up. You don't waste all that material. Not bad. I mean, the sides are coming up straight. Yeah. See a little bit of kind of like lines there. The resolution ain't perfect or whatnot, but this will be just fine for what I need it for. Which is what? Printing stuff. 72% at 18 minutes. 75, 18. Probably got about 6 minutes left. Yeah, I'll buy that. Now I need a place to put this thing. This thing is 20 inches wide, just a skosh over. No, just a skosh under 20 inches wide. And from the back of the spool, from the back of the spool to the front of the handle, 16.5 inches. And I suppose if you open that thing up, it'll be add 10.5. It'll be 16, 26, 26.5 inches if you open up the handle. And for height, it is 21 inches tall, exactly. Or maybe not exactly. Don't need much room in the back except for swapping out spools. Suppose if you wanted to leave it in one spot, then you need an extra 2.25 inches. Yeah, 2.25 inches past the back. What's that come out to? 16.5 plus 2.25 is 18 3. So we'll call it 19 inches in depth. You know, I suppose if you want to change spools, you can just kind of, if you left an extra 2.5 inches back there, you can just kind of reach over it, pop the spool off, pop another spool on without having to pull it out or whatnot. So, yeah, that don't hang out too good. I'm going to cut that label off there. See, it's pulling material at a fair clip. And the spool's actually rotating back here. You can see it rotate. 20 minutes at 87%. So how big can this thing print? I don't know. Looks like it's pretty fair volume here. The specifications say build volume 9.7 inches wide. So So yeah, that's about right. Is that tape measure? Yeah, I'll put my tape measure. There it is. It says it's 9.7 wide by 6.4 long. So yeah, 9.7 wide is about right. 6.4 deep, yeah, and 6.1 high. Yeah, his build platform comes down as it's building, so yeah, about the size of a small shoebox. Maybe a motorcycle battery size. Yeah, what's a CD case? I think blank CDs. 6.1 inches tall. Okay, it wouldn't quite do this if you were trying to print something like this up. Wouldn't quite do this. This is 6.5 inches tall, but you'd get most of it. I can't print it laying outside. Trying to find something that's about the build volume of that thing that people can relate to. Well, a can cooler or a can, yeah, well, cooler. You put an ice pack in and put a 6-pack of pop in it. This is 9 by. Looks like it's done 9 by 6 by 6.5. So it would print most of this. That's about the build volume of this thing. Okay, build finished. Build time 23 minutes. So I suppose you let it cool down for a couple minutes before you start picking with it. And that's 58 minutes. Yeah, it doesn't want to pop off easy. Oh, yeah, it's got a little stringlet there, but yeah. And then there's another little stringlet there that they probably printed out just to clear the nozzles. But here it is. It says it's Mr. Jaws. And teeth, yeah. Seem flexible enough, I guess, to close the teeth. Arr. I don't know if anybody can see that or not, but it's like the very bottom. This is the bottom of it, and I don't know if this is even visible, but yeah, not so much. But it looks like there's some holes there. Not some holes, but some weak spots. Whereas on the top, there's not. So I think that's where printing a raft comes into play. Raft is something that it's a flat platform that it sits on. And so it's got like a base to sit on like that. So the first layer is solid. And then it prints over the top of that. But this one didn't have a raft. Well, shit, it works. My floor is pulling up. More places than one. Yeah. Well, shit, it works. And that's it. That is the MakerBot Replicator 2X. I'll push the button. Okay, now it's still asking me if I want to print something here, but I don't. Exit menu. And main menu says build from SD card, preheat, utilities, info and settings, and that's it. Pot statistics. Last build 23 minutes. General settings. Sound on, LED color. Wow. Off, purple, blue, green, pink, orange, red, white. I want it on white. I want it on red. Accelerate, on, off, heat, hold. 0 minutes, help text on, heat LEDs on. Tool count dual, heated point yes, exit menu, yeah. Preheat settings, left tool, right tool, platform, yes, you can set the preheats. Version number, Replicator2x, firmware version 7.5. I'm going to have to go online and see if there's any updated firmware for the hell of it. Restore defaults, nah. Utilities. In monitor mode, change filament, level build plate, home axes, jog mode, startup script, steppers, blink LEDs. Now it is blinking, but it's awful slow. Calibrate nozzles, exit menu. I ain't gonna dick with it. It's working, obviously. Build from SD. Everything special you got to do is shut it down. Nope, just flip the power switch. Better. Good enough. Bring my mouse. That's it. I'm done. I'm stopping now.